What happens when an artist fakes one of the most popular coins of 2020? We're going to find out in today's article. Welcome back, guys, to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP Bullion, and this is the Morning Market Wake-Up Call for Wednesday, December 30th, 2020. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets and see where we're at for today. Gold is steady, currently at $18.87.19. Silver has bumped a few pennies at $26.43, giving us a ratio of 71:41. Platinum is at $1,070.76. Palladium is steady at $23.74.52, and rhodium also steady at $16,100. Base metals have seen very, very modest gains overnight. Copper is currently at $3.53. Nickel is at $7.65. Aluminum at 91 cents. Zinc at $1.24. And lead is at 88 cents. Barrels of crude oil also remain stagnant, currently at 48.39. We saw slight losses on Wall Street yesterday as we did come down off our record highs that we had seen earlier in the week. The Dow Jones was down 68 points at 30,335.67. The Nasdaq was down 49 points at 12,850.22, and the S&P 500 was down 8 points at 3727.04. Big news on the Bitcoin front. If you guys are over in that market, we did see another all-time high last night, early this morning, actually about 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We saw Bitcoin reach an all-time high of 28,580. It is currently down slightly from there, currently at 27,775.01. And if you happen to exchange gold back today, whether that be the Utah or the Nevadan, those are exchanging for $3.28 this morning. As I alluded to in the beginning of this video, we are going to find out what happens when an artist replicates a very popular coin. This comes to us from Coin World. Jeff Starek, over at Coin World, published this article a few days ago. This is titled, Ohio Artist Makes Poor Man's V75 American Eagle Replica. Call it the Poor Man's V75 preview marked American Eagle, end of World War II, 75th anniversary silver dollar. When artist Andrew Gonzalez saw a collector's rendition of a sold-out V75 preview mark 2020 W American Eagle silver dollar in a sale listing in a Facebook group, he knew he had to act. A quick sketch by David Lee combined with the artistic talents of Gonzalez led to the creation of, quote, about 5 uniface examples in pewter riffing off what was one of the most popular and infuriating coin product releases in the United States, or by the United States Mint in 2020. It was Lee's sale of an authentic product that spurred Gonzalez to act. In order to comply with the rules about selling coins in social media groups, which often requires sellers to share images of the exact item they're selling, Lee quickly drew, some might call scribbled, a rendition of the coin inside a sealed U.S. Mint box, which he wanted to remain sealed because grading services treat opened boxes differently when assessing a coin's eligibility for a special label. If the box were opened, bidding on the coin would decrease since certain certification designations would not be available. Lee's November 20th auction for the rarity, one of 75,000 sold by the U.S. Mint, closed that day for $480, far more than the $83 issue price, but in line with the market at the time. Lee's auction generated dozens of comments and reactions from members of the American Coin Club sales group, where the auction was hosted on Facebook. Zeke Jezik joked, "I would be disappointed if the coin inside doesn't look like the picture." Robert Berthold, there we go, said to Lee, "You missed your calling. You really should have been a coin designer." And Seth Pickett said, "Can I buy the drawing? Asking for a friend." Where others saw humor, Gonzalez saw an opportunity for art. The artist, based out of North Canton, Ohio, usually creates pendants or other jewelry, but has also carved coins. Taking a nod from companies that turn kids' drawings into stuffed animals, he decided to create an image mimicking the sketch. As I was looking at the Photoshop picture I created, I got the idea to try to bring it to life with a die engraving, he said. He started playing with steel tooling, spending about an hour on the die to cast. I didn't spend much time on the die, he said. It's very rough, and it was just meant to be a joke. Though he has a 50-ton press given to him by a friend, he had to use lead-free pewter since it was soft. Coining takes tons, no pun intended, of force, he said. Even a 50-ton press is not nearly sufficient to strike a dollar-sized coin. After striking, the resulting piece needs to be trimmed or undergo finishing because metal oozes beyond the perimeter of the die without the presence of a surrounding collar. But being that the original artwork and shape is distorted anyway, it was a very forgiving process as it's imperfect in nature, he said. Speaking of distortions, one look at Lee's design and Gonzalez's resulting coin, and it's obvious that the piece has a charm and character precisely because it is not perfect. The pewter piece, for instance, is more oblong or egg-shaped than the real coin, which is round. Gonzalez left the pieces back blank to confirm the legalities of mimicking government coins, though there is no way to mistake his piece for legal tender or a mint product. Gonzalez auctioned for a discount. Gonzalez auctioned for the discount. Doppelganger started on December 2nd and closed that night for $38 plus $3 shipping. Chris Simpson of Southern California won the auction, and Gonzalez sent him 2 examples because of his strong bid. I'm not sure how many to make, Gonzalez said. I'll probably offer them up for sale on occasion, but don't want to make too many of them at a time. Simpson bought the item because he sees potential in Gonzalez's art, offering a comparison to Daniel Carr of the Moonlight Mint. I just thought that it was something neat, and Andy does amazing work, Simpson said. I see him as having a potential to make and leave a big mark in the arena in the coming years if he plays his cards right and interest for his work gains momentum over time. Simpson failed to secure the gold example of the V75 American Eagle, but did buy a silver example from the mint, which he later sold for $500. For what he paid for the replica, Simpson said, it's one of those cheap, neat things you throw in your collection and forget about. And in time, perhaps it becomes a popular rare item that by a hot exonumia artist. There we go. Lee, who did not respond to Coin World's messages for this story, responded to Gonzalez's image on Facebook saying, "Mad skills, man. Can I share this on my own profile?" Gonzalez would love to send him an example of the piece in return for having inspired its creation, an effort perhaps most artists would have not undertaken. Group member John Baumgart summed up the situation saying, some people use pens and paper and some use online meme generators. Some use Photoshop. He is pulling out die steel and engravers is the hold my beer move. Gonzalez's art can be found online, and I will post a link to that down in the description. All right. The picture you can see on the thumbnail for this. I'll go ahead and pop that as the thumbnail. But this is the picture that old boy drew for his Facebook sales. There we go. Get that tilted up there. Very cool. And then this is actually the coin that, or the medallion that was made. So very cool. It's just a very funny little piece there. So no harm will actually come of the artist since this is such a horrible, blatant mimic of a coin. So, but yeah, he did actually sell at $38 for 2 of them. So I actually do know, well, not personally know, but I am in several Facebook groups with David Lee, so I do know him, and I don't remember this exact instance, but it does seem like something that he would probably do, and I'm sure David Lee is probably going to be doing this again once we have some hot coins coming up in 2021. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you would be interested in? I mean, I do have a smelter. I could probably get some graphite molds, man. I'm just saying. No, I'm not an artist like that, so we'll leave that to the pros. But what do you guys think? Would you buy one of these, even if you did or didn't get any of the V75 coins from the mint or aftermarket? Would you be interested in something like this? It's just kind of that unique, like kind of gimmicky thing, but it is still pretty neat that somebody went out and did that. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you, and if you haven't appreciated old IndyXP Bullion, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button right there. If you haven't been new to the independent experience and you want to keep up to date on when all the latest and greatest content comes out, consider hitting that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, big bong, so you can stay notified of when that content comes out. Of course, we're going to pop the box up here in the corner. Right here, this is the gateway to the back catalog. You can start checking those videos out at your heart's content at the end of this video. Guys, I've been IndyXP Bullion from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.